Looks like a dry break there. I'm guessing this is going to be a race to 8. This is a B-side match, more than likely. Nice touch there to sliding back of the 5 ball. In real good shape here. Everything looks pretty good here. Bump off the rail, come to like the center of the table, keep a little angle on the 4. That's where you don't have to work too hard to get over to the 5. The same thing with the 5. You always want to maintain a little angle, and generally you want to maintain that angle towards your next ball so you're not fighting it. So just let the table do the work for you. If anyone in the chat knows a fella shooting right now, I'd greatly appreciate putting that down in the chat. This way we can transfer that over to, once Upstate gets back, you can kind of get a scoreboard for you. I'm just starting this, our last match of the night. Welcome everybody in the chat. All right, thank you for the message there, Tip. Thank you, James, for the compliment. We'll probably be starting tomorrow at 11, and hopefully there'll be no mishaps like today. They had some issues with the internet in the building that they were working on. And this is Daniel at the table. Daniel, real strong amateur at the top of the level of the amateur player, like a AA, AAA plus player. Playing real good. Just coming off a win somewhere in New York. I believe possibly Mets room. Met Vigar. Not Skyline. I forget the name of the room. They had a 64-man tournament. Him and Russell snapped off, I believe. We'll hit that one a little thick. Nobody go anywhere. We got 150 viewers. Thanks for joining us. If you can, hit the like and share button. See Joe Dupuy talking to the player from up there, so he possibly from the Rhode Island area. Daniel got a little steep on this one. And here's the case again. He's got the tangent line going towards the side, and there's a 9 ball there, and all kinds of stuff rattling around in your head that you got to think about. And the most important thing here is to make the ball. Oh, he played it safe. He didn't like it. That was a smart move. I think he may have left a little bit out, but that doesn't help you. You being able to hit it and may not always be a good thing. Let's see if he can play that cue ball in the back of the 8-ball. Let's see. Oh, he had enough of it to play that way. All right. Wasn't half bad. I'm not sure. Daniel's a 50-50 to go at this. Might be a better option to play safe here. Play 2 rails down by the 10 and try and squeeze that cue ball over by the 8 again. I played it that way. Keeps fooling me. This is even better. Look at this shot. Oh, almost got there. Calls aside. He's going to go for the back rail kick. Make sure you get it there. Hit it with a little pace. There you go. Nice shot. Nice kick. Daniel getting shorty out. Gonna go for the jump. What do you like here, folks? Jump calling it, or yeah, that's what he's calling. It's hard to play safe from jumping. It's too much stuff, too much action going on. Cue ball flying through the air. What a great shot. Beautiful shot that man, Daniel. I was just noticing his execution. He didn't take his eye off of the ball, the cue ball, as he's striking. I always find that I'm not the best jumper. And I'm like, am I supposed to look at the ball, the object ball I'm shooting at, or am I supposed to look at the cue ball? Because it's kind of opposite of your general instinct. Usually you're shooting this 8-ball, you're looking at the 8-ball. That's your last thing you want to be looking at. You don't want to be looking at the cue ball when you're striking to make the 8-ball. When you're playing a jump shot, what do? You're looking stone cold at the cue ball, and you're not taking your eye off of it. Kind of like don't even look at the ball that you're shooting at once you find the spot that you're aiming for. Nice out there by Daniel. Ooh, maybe I should be paying attention to the score because they're not using. Are they using the quarters? We'll soon see. Anybody paying attention? Because I wasn't. Just babbling on over here. 2-0. Thank you, Brian. Out of Yale Billiards. Okay, so that's where young Lucas plays out of too, I believe. Yale Billiards. I'm going to be joined once again by Tommy. He's going to grab maybe a headset and join us again. It's up to him. I'm not forcing you. You don't have to.
I'm here.
I know you're here.
Yeah,
What number?
I'm all in.
I'm all in. That's me. Yeah, give me a sound check there.
Holla.
All right. Here we go. Daniel to the break. I believe Daniel's up 2-0. If anybody in the chat is following along. Hey, what's up, Ronnie Park? Thank you for joining us,
That's
sir.
an old Connecticut feller right there.
He's a sporty player, I could tell you that much.
Ex-Connecticut feller, let me say.
Yeah, he's down South Carolina now, I believe. Somewhere down south. No extra for the dancing over there by Rito.
He's playing Rob Piersa. Rob Piersa is a good player from Yale Billiards.
Yep.
Is this a winner side match?
I'm gonna say it's a loser side, so I'm gonna because it's this late. The winner sides were pretty much wrapped up, I think, with Jason's last match. But I could be wrong. We'll soon find out whether it's a race to 8 or 9. I'm not quite sure. This is a good match, though. Two solid players, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know the other.
I know
gentleman.
Daniel. Daniel's the one sitting down right now. Yeah, strong.
Yeah.
Strong
I know
A++ player,
I
kind
know
of.
Rob well, like.
Looks solid. His fundamentals are there,
Oh no,
that's for sure.
He can play. I mean, you know what? Let me just say that, he's gotten married, has children. He's gotten extra things in his life, but he still plays really good.
Right,
for that,
right. Yeah, with those extra things,
well,
we
no,
know.
I mean, look, everything's a distraction if you're not doing this like full and be all. It's just. You have to do it because there's other guys that are.
Right. No wonder why 16, 17, and 18-year-old kids play so well.
That's
right?
it. And he was one of them. He was one of the guys that come up behind me that, that I had to pass the torch to.
Right, right. Here we go. 2-rail kick. Try and make the 4. I think he called it. Hit it pretty good. Got a little fortunate there to leave. He needs a rail.
The Nina La Rosa, not there.
Stay, I'll go around. Stay. I'll jump over.
You ain't jumping nowhere.
So you're saying Al don't move like a gazelle like you, right?
He's stuck. Yeah, Al's back in the box. We'll have our graphics back up in a second for the scores. Oh, Daniel. Missed an easy one. Worrying about drawing that cue ball back 3 feet 2 inches.
Sometimes
You could see that gave him a little juice there. Robert's going to be, he's happy to get at this. That's for sure. Oh, he hit it pretty good, too. Just a little too hard. Yeah, we got Daniel Dagotdot and Robert.
Rob Robert? Hold on.
Ooh, he trying to thin it.
That was too thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens often when you got to just, because you only have to feather the ball, and a lot of times you miss the whole ball. Because you know if you hit it fat, you sell out.
That's it.
Oh, almost missed that.
It's late.
Yeah,
It's getting late.
And this table, it seems like, you're trying to catch a stroke, trying to get a rhythm going, and I think you just got to really bear down on this and give every shot it's due diligence.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple matches played on here that I called, and again, I don't want to keep saying Jason, but he looked the most fluid on this table.
Spelled it right? Yes. Any score?
I think it's 2-1, Al, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure where they're keeping scores.
See if you can find out somebody standing there that's watching it.
No, you're using the beads. Let's see his break.
He crushes him. But you know, it's just
took a
everyone.
little off.
Yeah, everyone's trying to just get this breakdown here on this table.
Push to a jump. Oh, 1-1. They're using the quarters now. Thank you.
Chris, find out if that's a race to 8 or a race to 9. Don't interrupt them at the wrong time. Yeah, race to 8. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a B-side match. Race to 8. Yeah, once the table starts getting to you a little bit, it'll show up for sure. Like he missed that by like a few inches.
Now he has the option if he didn't have a shot to let him shoot again.
Generally, yes.
Okay.
But apparently, from what Upstate said earlier in the, just to get stuff moving along, I guess, Jason said it's just tough luck, basically.
Okay.
You know, usually in 10 ball, though,
Yeah.
that's the common.
Right.
There we go. Yeah, that would be if you made a ball and then not that the pocket that you didn't call or a different ball. Let's say you're shooting the 4 and he kicked the 9 in and he left himself safe or something. You could say, yeah, you could shoot that again.
Yeah.
But according to Upstate Al, he said earlier, Jason, just to move stuff along with 64 players, he said, yeah, just it's your shot.
This ball definitely has the potential to be looking at you when you're done.
Yeah, this is tough.
He's got a
Rail
tight
first?
table. He's going to try to.
Well,
Ooh,
beautiful
he-
shot.
he caught
Nice
it.
shot. Really good shot.
Daniel Dagotdot is more of a deliberate player, but I told him one time, Danny, if you could speed it up a little bit, and he actually shot better, believe it or not. Sometimes it works that way. He's a little more deliberate, but I like his style. You know, he looks around. And that's what you got to do.
Well, he's a strong player.
Yes.
He's been playing well for years.
Yep. I streamed them a lot in Castle Billiards in East Rutherford, New Jersey. He came up with Met Vagara from Queens. Met runs a tournament down there in Spin City. It's not along in Spin City. New City.
New City, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Talking about New City, we want to give Skyline Billiards, Jennifer Beretta and GMAC, a big shout out there at Skyline Billiards in Brooklyn and all the pool rooms around the entire world. We wish you all the best.
Yeah, keep chugging at it, people. Good luck. We know how tough it is.
tough.
Not just pool rooms, restaurants. Everybody's feeling a pinch.
Do you want to hold this or you want to go 3 rails short? Oh, wait, whoa. I'm mixed up with the Bulls.
Yeah, he's got that blue ball next, I think.
Oh, okay, that's the 7? Okay, gotcha.
There you go, around.
Got to do it anyway.
Listen, guys, everybody that's left in the tournament and still playing matches can stay.
Oh, he did hold it up. There you have it, folks. Jason Shaw just
We have to bail out. We have to bail.
we could stay when the door's locked,
Yeah.
but Jason just make the announcement that whoever's in the match continue a match, but everybody who's not in a match, they have to leave the premises at 25 minutes. Daniel Dagotdot got out there.
Yes.
Okay, 2-1. This is only a race to 8. It's not a race to 9.
Yeah, and we'll be back at it. Or you'll be back at it tomorrow.
11 a.m. I'll be out front at 8 o'clock. I'm the first man on the scene and the last man to leave. I got to break all this down and pack it up. So I'm usually the first one in and the last one to go.
No, you're on.
No, you got my headset. You got 1. This is yours. This is 4.
Oh,
That's all right. Keep it.
who's
If
on
that makes
first?
you feel any better, you keep number 1. Hey, it's all right.
Here's the sign break here.
There we go.
We get to see if this might make 18 balls and there's only 10. Let's see.
Let's see. He's going to control the cue ball, that's for sure.
He's only looking to make the 1.
It's like a cut break.
Nothing. That ain't the one.
Oh, man, that was.
That's
You
ugly.
know what? We can't sell that break, man.
Yeah. That don't work.
Everybody's coming back. Sorry, guys, we did say goodnight. Hey, Rich.
Oh, what happened there?
I got you.
Okay. All right, listen, I'm going to cut out in the middle of this match here, upstate. I'm just going to say bye again to everybody in the chat. We'll see you down the road, all right?
Yes, sir.
Tommy, it was a pleasure.
And you have a good next journey in life, brother.
Yeah, thank you very
Yeah,
much. I
wherever takes
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll see you. I'm always in the chat rooms. Everybody knows me.
That's right.
Lake and Cheryl and them streamers.
And if a big guy sneaks up behind you, you didn't hear him, that's Troy.
It's me. All right, good luck, fellas.
All right, Troy, safe home.
We'll see you. I'll let you know when I get
Yeah,
back.
hit me up when you get home.
You got it. Take care,
How
everybody.
long did it take you to get out? Get up?
I'll be home about an hour and 50. Somewhere around there. I drive slow. I drive speed limit, so.
Tomorrow's a nasty day, so.
Yeah, that's where I want to get. I want to get closer to Jersey because it's supposed to start about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hightail it.
Hightail it out of here. All right,
Send me
folks.
a message when you're there, and I know you got there.
Roger Wilco that.
If you need to stay anywhere, go to Ed Cohane's house. I know.
No.
I'll tell you where the hidden key is.
Under the hat.
Under the hat. I'm on 4. Turn off 1.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Troy, if I don't see you, I'll see you. All right. Actually, somebody got in touch with me from Jersey. They want me to do. I think they want me to do a stream on the 27th and 28th, if that's the weekend. Not confirmed yet, but if I do get a confirmation, I'll let everybody know.
I'll be on my way down there, probably.
Well, it'll probably be right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's actually down a little bit further south.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. All right, Troy. Home safe, man.
Yeah, take care. Have a safe ride.
Don't break anything on your way out, will you? Just push those pews forward if you need to. They got some really comfortable church pews here they use as seats. All right, Tommy, how we doing over here? Is this going to be the drop-down, drag-out match here?
I don't know. This is the. It's late. These boys are tired right now.
We did a stream in Jersey at Castle Billiards. It was probably one of the largest amateur payouts. John Tribbiano and family, Mini. They put up like, I think first place was close to like 15,000 for amateurs from an amateur tournament. And Daniel I can't even talk right now, but Daniel Dagotdot. He actually went pretty far. He didn't win it. Chris Peralta won it, and Eddie Perez. That's a nice
Is
take.
that those Christmas Classic tournaments they used
Yeah,
to have
King of the
there?
Castle,
Or that's
Christmas
something like
Classic.
that?
Yeah, Scotty was
right,
doing it,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, Scotty's good
That
friend.
room always had act. Oh, you know, like
Yeah,
he
Good
he
room.
always gave you action if you went there.
absolutely.
And Chucky Altimore used to hang around there too. I'm surprised
did he?
he's not
I
here.
never knew that.
Oh yeah, he's from Jersey. He's from Vernon, like where Action Park is from.
Okay.
And he used to play down there like Hopkins and Kid Delicious area.
Okay.
But he's here. He's up this way. I'm surprised he wasn't here today. He's usually here.
It would always be nice to see him.
Oh yeah.
I did see him one time when he was with Ralph. Ralph brought him up to the Turning Stone. It was the last time I seen. Actually, it was the last time I saw Ralph
Yeah.
and Chucky. That was many moons ago. It's a nice shot. Oh, man. Why did he hit it that hard? Playing with cushions, baby. He knows better than to do that. But fatigue probably setting in. Yeah.
Sometimes you tend to hit the ball a little too hard when you're like a little unsure and but again, this is a tough marathon here when you make it this late in this tournament and it's the loser side. And you know, I don't know when these guys were put there, you know, if they lost their first match or not, but they may have grinded through this, you know, to get to this point and
Get down to the final
Right.
16.
it's a good shot.
You know, to me, this is pretty early. You know, I'm used to going like 14 hours a day.
I know.
So to me, this would have been a vacation. If everything went smooth today, it would have been like a great time streaming, which I always have, but mini vacation sort of thing.
Yeah, it was.
You know? All right, so Rob puts one up on the board. Now we got 2-2 with a little seesaw.
Rob's uncle owns Yale Billiards.
Yale
Bobby Hilton. It's in Wallingford, Connecticut.
Yeah, right. Bobby Hilton.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
where all
Bobby.
these guys come out of, like Lucas and
Right.
Phil was playing out. You know, Phil played all over, but he was playing out of there. And
Right.
They-
Bobby's a
they-
very friendly guy.
oh yeah, he's a good dude.
Runs
Good
a good
pool
show.
room.
In
They've
fact, he just
been
opened
around
that
a
room
long
up,
time,
right?
man. That's the same room. They just
They
moved.
renovated
like,
it or something. Oh, they
They
moved.
moved, yeah, but he's been established for a long time. You
Right.
know, probably 20 plus years. I remember going there. You know.
When did last time I seen
Oh
Bobby?
yeah, for sure.
I was in Boston. I was at Mason Billiards, and I seen Bobby. I think it was the last time I saw Bobby.
Yeah.
I did a 3-cushion stream out of there.
They got a really good, like, good family business and a good loyal customer following
Looks like an
there,
open
you know?
area
Oh
atmosphere.
yeah, no, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
Joanne Corbett says, is Chuck in the tournament? No, he's not here.
No, I haven't seen Chuck.
Bob Lewis, it's like a kid walks into the wrong neighborhood and the toughest kid beats him up. Not classy, but it is what it is. What's that all about? What is that all about? I actually did an anti-bullying live stream too, to raise awareness with Jared Clowery. That was pretty interesting. Got to meet a lot of nice people.
Yeah.
Jared, what a move. Jared pulled the, Lance, you'll like this one. Pulled a Larry shuffle on all the pros in Steinway. They were in for the Steinway Classic from Europe. You name it, they were in from all countries. And Jared says, you know what? Anybody, one of yous, you could step up. I think he started with $50. He breaks. He gets the breaks, and I think it was a ball in hand, or he just I think it was. He breaks and gets ball in hand, or just he gets the breaks in 10 ball. And every time he won, he doubled it up. Jared doubled it. Next rack was for 100, and he won. Step up. Next one after that was for 200. He got it up to 1,200 a rack. He walked out the door with $3,600.
Yeah, he must have been playing the ghost on that one though, Al. Because if he just got the breaks, the man ran a 20-pack for that money.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so he probably had a ball in hand in that one.
Well, the last person.
Oh, he was doubling up on the bet. You said.
Yeah. So his investment was $50.
Okay.
Nick Econopoulos out of Greece, the pro, steps up and is playing him for $600 a rack.
Oof.
So you're sweating the 600. He's sweating 50. He invested.
Oh no, yeah, he's.
I think he walked out the door with $3,600 that night.
He was betting house money.
And every rack, we went outside and we smoked a cigarette and we talked.
That's a hell of a shot that
Yeah.
guy just hit right there.
Jacked up like that.
Oh, yeah.
Control. Yeah, Daniel plays okay.
Oh yeah, you don't get this far here by not.
You know, when the Filipinos come in, you know, Dennis and Efren, especially Efren, you'll find, you know, Daniel Dagger got right there. You know, Efren staying at his house. So, you know, you hang around enough with those guys and shoot with them, man, it's survival.
Boy, that was a crafty little shot right there. He just
almost
thinned
looked
the
like
eight
a
a little
trick
bit.
shot.
Yeah, it was almost a questionable hit, but it was good. It happened so fast.
How do you like waking up and practicing with Efren? Or you open your eyes and you hear the balls cracking because he's downstairs
It's
whacking
either,
them.
right? Oh. You know
Fatigue.
what? It's the fatigue setting in, man.
Well, not only that, we tend to forget this is a 4-inch pocket, too. And, you know, when you go from regulation to a 4-inch
Right.
pocket, it's a totally different animal. And that's what happened with Sam, who was playing Jason, because after the match, I got a chance to introduce myself to Sam. I said, Sam, was it really an intimidation factor? He says, oh, without a doubt. And he says, but it wasn't only that. He says, it was the 4-inch pockets, too. Yeah. And then I said, oh, my God, that's right. I forgot about the 4-inch pockets, because when Jason's shooting them, you don't know if they're 4-inch, 5-inch, or 3.5.
Listen, the whole slate might as well just be carved out, man, and he just knocking them to the ground, man.
But you know what? He had a good outlook on the whole thing. He said, Al, you know what? He says, I paid $100 to get in this tournament. He says, and I played a champion. Who won that, Robin? Okay. And I played a champion. And that's the way you got to look at it. He says it was a great experience.
Shit.
I told him I wouldn't have liked. I don't know why. I wouldn't have liked to be in your shoes. I just gotta be honest with you, because I would have took the heat, man. I would have unscrewed and walked out when it was 7-0. He says, "Nah, I enjoyed it." And I like
it
that.
depends on the individual, because I could tell you, it could become a helpless feeling, man, when a guy's doing that to you. You know.
It is. He's got you strapped in the chair, man.
I mean, look at that break.
And dressed
That's
up.
one you want to get a patent on right there.
And nicely dressed up.
Now, if Rob gets calm and moving too, believe me, he can get out. It's just, like you said, this table keeps you honest.
Yeah, you got to make them. Absolutely. And that's when you fall.
See, like even this shot out, there's not a lot of play. You see how he cheated the pocket a tiny bit there.
Oh, I thought the 2-ball was right next to the side pocket.
Yeah, it's been getting me all night. See, now he's got to. It's tough to avoid this ball that's over to the right-hand side here.
Unless he gets. Hey, Jay, we need you to get in the booth, man. Stop being a maid. Come over and say a couple of words to everybody.
I'm cleaning up like a little bitch.
All right. He can squeeze it. I mean, he can come in tight, but it's a chancy shot. He's got to drag that rock towards that corner, and that's scary. That's what he's looking at. But he's got to ferret that ball, like Tommy said, that 7 or whatever that is down there.
He might have to graze it, play the ball on the side.
That
Like
wouldn't be
boom,
too bad.
boom. Yeah, that was, you know what? There was a lot of things going on there.
Yeah, that was more about position than taking the shot. You know what I mean? Took his eye off it.
See, now, this is tough for me to see. It looks like he's just going to roll up on the 3, maybe.
Get to the rail. Good.
Yep. Grady Matthews would call this an even money kick.
Oh, I could tell you some nice stories about Grady. Boy, oh boy. Folks, we're going to have Jason Shaw come in a little while. He's just doing some cleaning up. Kevin West, I believe, is still in the tournament. I saw him, but I don't know if he's out. I did see him. Grady, he was doing some kind of bid with Allison Fisher where he was running around doing exhibitions. They were getting like $3,000 an exhibition or something at different pool rooms, and they were doing the East Coast. And the governor, Mount Vernon, he came into, like, I don't know, he hit the lotto for 25, 30,000, I forget.
I remember he said he bought himself a conversion van.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so I forget how much he hit it for. When Grady got wind of it, they locked horns, and Grady dropped like $1,200 to Tommy. And Grady said, "Can we play tomorrow?" And Grady came back and he says, "I want to play you again, but I want to play you for everything you have in your pockets. Empty all your pockets out." And that was it. Grady turned it up. And
Tommy
age,
would empty his pockets.
yeah, oh yeah, Tommy had the heart.
Yeah,
No
man.
doubt.
He used to get so upset at me because I had a really like crazy cue ball, but I just kept coming with the shot, you know.
Yeah. Well, you're like a Jason
man,
Shaw.
yeah,
at that,
you know,
that
like
time.
a mini, you know. But
you fired him, and don't be so modest. You fired him in pretty good.
and he always used to make fun of me, man. Tell me I've been playing wish pool. Hey,
Tommy was great. Rest in peace.
I know. You know, those were guys that, like, they knew how to, you had to know how to play all the games. You know, or
well, his favorite game was one
pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Mickey, we called him the Chinaman, which is no disrespect at all. That he liked being called that.
Just everyone in pool rooms had nicknames.
Yeah. And Mickey knew all the games.
Oh, yeah.
And his favorite was one pocket. He played in straight pool just as well as 9-ball. Back then, there was no 10-ball around.
No. I always felt like straight pool was the best base for the game as far as getting you acclimated with not missing. It's like every ball is like shooting a 9-ball. You know, you don't have a lot of room for error. You make a mistake, and you get a guy that can play the game, that's it, man.
Yeah.
100 and out. You know.
Talking about good mechanics.
Right.
Absolutely getting in and out of the pack. There's a lot to know in there. And I called a few in the beginning when I first did the straight pool matches. I was lost. I didn't know straight pool from Adam. I was more into a 9-ball. That's what we all grew up on. Well, me and Bobby Hunt were talking about the Keno board and all that. We went through so many stories. But when I got into that straight pool calling match, I was lost. I had Jim Rempe came in, and Gene Mann came up from Oyster Bay, and Steve Kurtz from Long Bay Shore came up, and Danny Baruti and
Wow, Danny.
Steve Lipsky. And that
That's
crew.
hey, Jonathan Schmidt was here too today.
Yeah, but he doesn't commentate.
No? Oh, yeah.
I like getting Steve Lipsky in there. Michael Yetnick sat in. And then I started to pick it up with the key ball and key shot and setting up shot. And then you start to see things, how to go into the pack. It's really a game not only of knowledge, of art. I look at it as like an art. I mean, the way they get in and out of that pack.
And a lot of things have to happen. Like that guy, that Jonathan Schmidt, like you run 600-something balls?
Yeah,
That's astonishing, man.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, listen, you got to get into the rack that many times, come up with a shot, and come with it.
Yeah.
You know, like I often wonder if you offered this giant sum of money to someone who can break that, if one of these guys that like
you'll have
play on
people.
automatic pilot, man, could could come near that. Like could a guy like Jason, if someone said, "Hey man, you got 200,000, beat this."
I think if there's anybody's going to have a shot, I think it's going to be Joshua Filler.
Okay.
You know, because of his age, you know, and his shooting
It's
ability.
still a massive feat.
Oh, yeah,
massive.
yeah. I mean, I think
anyone that plays the game, try to
Shane-
run
Shane
20
could
and
do it.
50.
Yeah.
No, I know. Just
Yeah.
like a normal person to play.
Yeah, he gets
it's
out of bed. He runs
astonishing,
like
man.
100.
600.
No, but he gets out of bed. He runs 100,
Yeah,
150,
yeah.
100, you know.
Yeah.
Some people don't run 100 in a lifetime.
Right.
That's on a regular basis for
You know, like if you play straight pool and you just start and you run a 50, that's like you're like tickled pink, man. Just running 50.
absolutely.
600 something.
How you like it? I was watching Shane practice, and I didn't have it on. I had everything set up, but I didn't have the stream on because we were set to get started the next day. But Alaska, who hangs around in Amsterdam Billiards, Sean, sitting by himself in Steinway, and he had his phone recording Shane Van Boney as he practiced, and Shane ran like 227 balls.
Man.
Just hitting them. Daniel got that one.
It'd still be a tough thing, though. I don't care how good you play.
Absolutely.
You can't miss. You got to make 600 balls without missing. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
you know, a lot of things have to happen there, you know?
Well, he knows how to make them happen.
Oh, yeah, he knows how to get into the stack.
And he's got, you know, his wife's right behind him, supporting him 110%.
Oh, yeah.
That's
no.
huge. Huge. And he's got Bill Maropoulos, you know, always backing him or taking him anywhere he wants. Builds those race cars and stuff. That's the guy you want to see if you want a race engine. He's unbelievable. You know, when you get all the combinations, open the lock, you know.
Yeah, forget about cars, Al. I'm going to start driving a horse again, buddy.
I hear you.
You know what? These people are crazy on the road now.
Yeah.
There's like no laws anymore, man. They just, hey, I got high beamed by a tank on the Mirror Parkway the other day because I was going too slow.
I let him go. Listen, you know, sometimes I'm in the Mustang or if I'm in any other car. Listen, I drove coach buses. I drove school buses. And believe me when I tell you, we used to take safety courses like every 6 months. There was always something coming up. And the rule of thumb is if you're doing 60 miles an hour, 55, you pick out a solid object on the highway, and that car in front of you goes past it, and you count 101, 102, you count 5 seconds behind that car. That's going to allow you reaction time, plenty of space, because it actually takes a second and a half for your eyes to see that there's something wrong in front of you. I mean, your brain to think about it, and your eyes to see, your brain to think about it, and then your foot to acknowledge it is actually a second and a half, and that's scientifically proven. So if you take that second and a half and minus it from that 5 seconds, you got 3.5 seconds to react time, and it's huge. That's huge.
Powerful upstate Al coming with the driving lessons,
Oh,
man.
man.
That's going to cost him money.
It's sharp. You know what? And my son's starting to do it too, and he realized it. When I was a kid, I didn't know nothing about that. You know, as you get older, you start, you know, I don't know.
No, man.
But if you do it, believe me, it's a cushion.
Oh, sure.
You know?
A lot of people don't know this either. If you're a bus driver or some type of school bus driver and you get a ticket in your regular life, that goes against your driving license.
that's
in
CDL,
you
yeah.
can lose your driving job.
CDL, yeah, you
Yep.
can. You can. I was driving for an outfit, and the FBI was looking for me. The supervisor, which was a friend of mine, he says, "Hey, Al, the feds are looking for you." I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Look." He says, "Al, I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to pay you. Just get this cleared." I went down to New York to some Supreme Court, and I said, "Heard you guys are looking for me, that there's a federal warrant." No, sir. They went through all the files. I had to get the seal of New York State, then go to the FBI office in Albany, and I walk in, and this lady came out with a 3-piece suit, And she said, "Hi, Mr. Leon, how are you?" I said, "Not bad." I said, "I came here." She said, "I know why you're here." I said, "Can you do me a favor and just notify my company?" She says, "Already done." She said, "I apologize that you had to go there." So instead of taking 3 or 4 days to take advantage of the company and getting paid, I did it in 1 day and got it done. But boy, that was pretty scary. But
Al, you're a better man than me, brother. I would have been like, huh? I don't know that guy, man. Fed what? FedEx? Yeah, I know them. I got a
I know
couple
FedEx.
packages from them the other day.
it was pretty scary thinking the feds were after you.
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
You know?
what's happening here? He's got this
Yeah.
3-ball.
He's just got to go around the 8 there, I guess. Unless he's going to pinch it. You got to get, you got to hit it better than that, right? He's trapped up,
He's getting the jump cue out.
and he's got to call a
Got to
Nina.
get the half cue.
But notice where the cue ball is. He's not going to be able to reach this jump
No,
cue unless
if he's lefty.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Nope.
yeah. Wait a minute. We got a new show going
He's
on.
going above and beyond.
Let me see if we can get a better view.
Yeah.
Unless he's got an extension now to put on that. That's what he did. He's put an extension on that jump cue. Shane has one that's like 5 pieces.
You know what? I've seen people use a bridge, 2 bridges, okay, to jack themselves up and jump, you know. And
Or is it? Is that still a jump cue?
no, that's like a full.
Oh, okay. So he's going to kick at it then.
I'll tell you, they had these. Let's watch this shot.
He's going to get caught up on the 9, but he's going to leave an open shot on the 4. He's got to hit this pretty hard. You don't hit.
Oof.
Oh, he didn't leave an open. Well, he left an open shot.
I
but
mean,
not
you
for a
know,
pocket.
that could have hung in the hole, you know.
Yeah.
Johnny B had a bridge. It looked like a pool skimmer. You unscrewed it. It had 6 different levels. You
those.
would attach
Devil
the ends
Dave
to
had
them.
one, too.
Yeah, man. Hey, and when you're done, you could rake the yard, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Had like rubber bands. And
everything. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
I was
it looked
like,
like
what
an
the
antenna
fuck
at the
is
end.
this, man? Hey, it was like he was setting a tent up, man, to shoot a shot.
I remember when they came out. There's so many different products that went through the pool world, and some people don't like the jump cue. You know what? There's people that manufacture those. They're making a living out of it.
Old Zuggy don't like those jump cues.
At all.
I know, because he kicks like a wizard.
Zug, I don't know. A lot of folks might not remember Zuggy. You guys that are just up and coming players. Mike Zuglin. You didn't want to be on the other side of the stick.
Let me just tell you, he was equally as terrifying as Jason. All right?
Yeah, and straight bull was his game, and he used to go bananas. Played great 9-ball too. He won a lot of his tournaments, his own
Yeah.
tournaments.
I mean, look, you just had to look at it like this. If you showed up and he was there around here, just know that you'd have to tangle with that guy if you wanted to get money out the door.
Yeah, and you weren't going out easy.
No.
Ricky. I call him Maserati. I call him Ricky. Ricky used to go on the road with Mike Zuglin a lot.
I'll tell you, Mike
dad
is,
just
look at
died.
that shit. Mike is one of the guys, like, what before the internet and all this, he was one of the greatest unknown guys because he stayed up in the Northeast a lot. You know, unless you were really into pool and you know, it was your thing. And,
You didn't know who he was.
no. I would mention his name out places, and they'd be like, Mike, huh? I'd be like, Mike,
Back then it was a phone call. You know,
go
it was
get-
like, who's this guy? You know?
you need to go to Happy Jack, Arizona, man. They don't know you over there.
Yeah. And he's done it. He's done the road. Ricky really's got some great. You know Ricky.
Rick Matarazzo?
Mazzarato,
Oh, God,
yeah,
yeah. His
yeah.
father
His father
just
just
passed.
died. That's what I said. Yeah,
that guy
yeah.
was playing
Charlie.
real good in
Charlie
his 80s.
is
And
father.
I seen him at that tournament in the Hall of Fame tournament. That was the
Stuckers.
last time.
Yeah.
And he was still the same dude that
Boy,
I met
Rick, he can
30
tell you
years
some
ago,
stories
man.
about the road with
Father's a
him and
good
Zuglin.
dude, man.
Yeah, he sure is.
So is
Charlie
the
was a
son,
good
man.
dude.
Yeah,
they
man.
both are. Yeah.
That saddened me. I always used to admire when I seen him thinking, God, if I can do that when I'm 60, man,
Yeah.
you know?
And he used to get out, too. He wasn't no
No,
slouch.
I know.
Oh, he didn't hit it? Or did he?
You know what? He needs, man,
4 inches.
this is a righty shot, though, you know?
Most
A
people.
lefty, you'd have to get the bridge maybe for
Most
this.
people put this into the rail.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel's kind of seasoned, though. Cut
He
it
made
right.
it.
Nice shot. Okay, well, this is going along. We're halfway home here. 4 for Daniel Dagotdot. And Rob's got 3. I think his name is Piersa.
Yes.
And it's now 11:03. So Jason threw anybody that's not playing or in a match, he's going to throw them out. Not throw them out in a bad way. They have to leave because of the law.
Yeah, the curfew is up.
Yep. The other opposite side of the table.
Yeah.
The one
Side
going
break.
towards the left side now instead of the other way. Hey, that didn't even come close.
You know, they don't know the tables they're going to play on beforehand, do they? They don't have it on the chart, right? Maybe not too far in advance.
Right.
Because I sure would be watching these tables if I knew I was going to play on them, for sure.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
You know, because I'm seeing them go to the side rail. That is not the recipe on that table.
No,
We've seen it already.
Dead down a
Right.
little off, an inch or two off the spot either way. You know, I just, you know, I watched the best breaks in the world like you did, and most of them when they break 10 ball are coming right down the pipe. You know, and they're sending that one ball not towards the side, they're sending that one ball towards the upper corners to dress up for a shot. I believe that is the break. Troy, make sure you keep your eyes on the road. I know you got your phone in the little holder there, and you're probably listening in on the speakers. Ooh, looking to trap it.
That guy knows his pool, man. You know what? He's very
does.
knowledgeable.
He is. Yes, he is. I never in my life thought back cutting that shot was a bigger pocket.
Not me, Al. I was always taught to go to the full pocket and not the half pocket,
Yeah,
which I
catcher's
consider
mitten.
that the
Yeah,
half.
Sure.
And you know what? It's one of those things that we just learn wrong, man. Fake
Listen,
news in
that-
1980.
Yeah. Well, that's what keeps this game interesting. There's always something to pick up. Once you get the fever, you're in.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason is it goes into the outside of the pocket and falls in. And if you miss it the other way, it just won't go in at all.
And here's the thing is I never went the other way. I went the way that I always thought
Right.
was right, which was
Towards
the
the
wrong
tunnel.
way.
Yeah.
And going that way, it would cause you to have to kind of hit it with some force, you know, just to make sure that, you know, you get there, or if you miss, you know, you're going to maybe catch a roll. But here's what my thinking was: shooting it the other way, I would always think I'd have to hit it just as hard, and that's why it's not going to go.
And more accurate.
But hit it softer, man, and
Right.
try to split the pocket. If not, you know, you get a little Abraham at the end of the rail, you know.
Yeah, because you shoot into the big pocket. If you overcut it, it comes back towards the small, short rail, and you wind up getting a little lucky with a safe, you know. But I learned something.
I said Abraham. There used to be like an old pool player. Every time you get lucky, he's like, man, that guy got a lot of Abraham with him, you know.
Every time I hear Abraham, I think about Eddie Abraham.
Oh yeah,
Boy, I tell you,
He can play, man. Listen, and he can play for his money too.
before he got into the car accident, when he used to come down to Chelsea's for the first time when he came in from Philadelphia or PA.
Yeah.
Somewhere out that
Yeah,
way.
yeah. He's a round of Fusco player, round for Fuscos.
If you think Billy Thorpe fires balls in
No, he can play,
with
man.
the speed that he does, Eddie used to fire him in back then at that speed.
No,
Banking him.
He was a 100 a rack 9-ball player for sure back in the day.
Yeah, he gambled. He came all the way up just to gamble. That's how
That's
far
back
we go
with
back.
the bushwhacker, right? Or what's the guy's name? Gary Nolan. There was a guy from up that way, man, that played real good
From out where he
from
was.
Pennsylvania, man. I think his nickname was the Bushwhacker,
I don't
and his
remember.
real name may have been Gary Nolan or Barry, something like to that
I
effect.
don't remember.
Yeah, man, he can play.
But Gypsy played somebody called a swamp rat. Did you ever meet him?
No,
Me either.
swamp rat. That's
Played him in a marathon.
Imagine that. Gypsy versus the swamp rat.
Played him in a marathon like 36 hours. And wound up beating the guy for like, I don't know, 18,000 or something or more. And the guy, after Gypsy had him stuck, the guy had no more money in his pocket. He said, look, my credit's good. And the house man verified him. So he went up on the beads. Or maybe it was like 30-something thousand. I forget. Gypsy was always in it. And after it was over, the guy went home to the safe, got the money, came back, and he said, I got the time also. How about a classy guy like
Wow.
Swamp Rat?
Wish I knew his real name, man.
Yeah, I don't remember his. I don't even think I ever heard his real name.
There was some fellas like that. Some people in the pool world, they just had a nickname, and you never knew their real name, man.
Yeah. Ronnie Park. Good evening, sir.
He knows about Gary or the Bushwhacker for sure.
Ronnie,
Oh, yeah.
Emily Duddy's back. Hey, Em. Wishing you all the best. Levi Combs from Virginia. How you doing, buddy? Okay, sorry. Ultra light. Ultra taking 41 racks and 9 bowls. 41 racks and 9 bowls. John Schmidt.
That's insane.
Yeah.
My God.
Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at the comments now, and you might. Hey, what's up, Pancake? Pancake in the house. Sorry. I'm just looking at the comments now. If you need your taxes done, make sure you see Pancake. He's one of the top CPAs there. Naldo from Nanuet. All right, guys. I'm Devin from Canada. Hello, everybody. Pancake. I'm gonna promote your CPA, man. It's tax season. Hey, are they gonna tax unemployment? Because if they're not, they're gonna have to pay me a few thousand back.
Yeah, you know what Connecticut's a big taxing state, so they have a tax now that they take out of everyone's check for like a Family Medical Leave Act.
Right.
I think it's like $5.
Right.
But I'll tell you, it's
It helps,
You're going to start to see a ton of those taxes, and they're going to just come in all different ways, probably.
Socialized medicine. That's what I think we're looking at. That's going to put a lot of people out of business. I got news for you. Mark Lombardi from Jersey. What's up, Mark? Tony, Iggy. What's up, Iggy? Past your bedtime upstate. Yeah, not really. Oh, the Bushwhacker was a monster, Ronnie Park said.
What was his real name? Was it
his
Nolan?
His real name, Ronnie. Do you remember? Yeah, they are taxing it. Okay. Well, I give them 30% every week, so they're going to owe me a couple of dollars. I don't want to owe them. What's up, Al? Is this US 1 in Connecticut? Yes, it is. West Haven, Connecticut. And put it on your roadmap as one of your favorites, because you definitely want to come in here. Oh, Emily Duddy. What'd she say? When you show me your medical degree, we can have a conversation. Take care, and all the best with the flu. Oh, I don't know. I guess you were responding to somebody else. Oh, I don't know who you were talking to him. Gary Nolan was his name.
Yes, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can play, man. Listen, he's one of the names from the Pennsylvania. I think he was from like the upper part, the further part of
Not from
maybe-
Drexel Line area.
maybe
Not Bob
Pittsburgh.
Madoff's room.
Man, I don't. You know what? He was a killer.
Because I think Eddie was shooting out of Bob Madoff's room initially, and then he went on the road.
Right.
And then when he took a hit, he would go back home to Drexel Line. It was Gary Nolan. Tommy Seminaro says Colleen Sappho Hunt.
Oh,
that
that's
must
Bobby.
be Bobby.
That's Bob.
Yeah, he told me he signs in like that.
That's
yeah.
Bob.
He uses that.
Bob definitely knows. That guy's the encyclopedia.
Yeah, and you ain't kidding.
He's a killer.
He should actually sit down and do some kind of like, I think we all should have sit down and do like one of those oral recordings and just
yeah.
talk and then just pass it on. He's definitely full of knowledge and remembers it to a T.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a good player, too,
and
man.
I sit
Listen,
there-
that guy has the most beautiful stroke, but no one ever gets to see it. But trust me.
I sat there in R the other day, and then we started. And then I hit him with a few stories, and he would laugh, and then he would hit me with a few stories. And it got to a point where we just spent a few hours. I enjoyed it, Bobby.
Oh,
really.
yeah. He's definitely one of the last old school road players around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the real deal.
Yeah. Well, I got a chance to see Bobby Hunter too. Where did I see? I seen Bobby Hunter too somewhere. I think it was up in Snooker. I think he came up to Snookers last year or the year after that, didn't I? I think I seen him up there. And Steve Tavernier, who I haven't seen like in a dog's life.
Him and
I
his
said,
brother.
"You don't remember me, do you?" He said, "No, well, I put on a lot of freaking weight and got ugly there."
That's another guy that was playing pretty good.
Yeah, he was always him and Joey Tucker were hanging tight for a while.
Yep. Let me tell you, Rhode Island, for its size, had some strong players, man. You know, like John Fernandez, Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
Actually, Tucker, I don't think he's from Rhode Island. I think he's from a part of Massachusetts that's in between New Bedford and Rhode Island, like Woonsocket or some crazy name like that.
It's got to have something to do with pockets.
Something.
Yeah.
And racking the balls.
Yeah, no kidding.
That guy is one of the guys that,
Yeah,
come up with
of
that
course,
reading of the
of course,
rack and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's not a secret. He's got
Right.
the books. You know,
Of
he's got
course.
the
No,
DVDs.
of course.
Joe Tuck is very knowledgeable. In fact, Tony Robles spent some time with him last year there at the house.
He's a good dude.
Ronnie Park says, Al, you were talking about Bobby Hunt. Yeah, no, but Bobby Hunter also was. Oh, yeah, I was. Oh, question mark. Yeah, we were talking about Bobby Hunt. He was here tonight, and he was here the night before and the night before that. But he might not be here tomorrow because we're expecting some snow. It's going to get a little miserable. Yeah, it was Bobby Hunt we were talking. We were talking, too, telling stories, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get a little move on here, fellas. Come on. Shoot the ball. It's a $100 bill. Shoot him.
You know what's tough about being in this position is that if the winner goes home, sleeps a little bit, and then comes back,
Yeah.
When does this start up again tomorrow?
11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, that's enough time to rest.
Yeah, oh, that's plenty if we got out of here right now. I got 10 hours sleep since I've been here on Thursday.
No, I know you're a road warrior, man.
I had no choice, brother. You got to do what you got to do. But it wasn't due to what I was doing, the setup. I just can't sleep anymore, man. I could sleep if I'm right. I got to be right.
Right. That's the mind. The mind will keep you up like that.
Yeah. And the anxiety probably was part of it with the internet, thinking what it was. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was Googling this Comcast and how their service is with businesses. And they said 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I was like, oh, we got this made. And this was last night, 4 o'clock in the morning. And ever since then, I got everybody at breakfast before they woke up. And they got up and they all had breakfast. Three of them.
I'm seeing Spectrum on here, though. Is this Spectrum?
That's some internet service that's
From
around
here?
the area.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not Spectrum, no. It's
Okay.
Comcast or Xfinity or something.
Xfinity, yeah.
One of the two. Frankie Hernandez still playing pool. Yes, he is, John. And playing good, too. Frankie, just to tell you a quick one, he's a working man. And he really lost his game because he's working. He's making great money, 6 digits and stuff. And who wants to play pool when you're making that kind of bracket? But he still liked playing the game, so people were spotting up crazy games like 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 ball. Or was 7, 8, 9, and 10.
I don't know who was giving him that, but
Shane
they
Van
had to
Boning.
been. I was going to say they had to been for world beaten for other planetarian dudes, man.
SVB
because,
gave him that.
Listen, man, that guy stands up real good for the paper.
Always did. But, he lost his gear. He lost his stroke and everything.
Well, I mean, he's got a son, he's got a job, he's got, he's got
living.
Yeah, man. You know what? But believe me, when he was doing it, he was a tough nut to crack, man.
Oh, no
Hey, he
kidding.
played real good for the big money.
Yeah. So then somebody else was giving him weight, 7, 8, the 8 call, whatever, and they were giving him crazy games, where I know, and anybody that knows Frankie, you ain't supposed to win that game.
No, especially with his big ass break, man. He's
So-
playing like 3 ball after
And
the break.
Shane gave him the break.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but any ball pocketed of his spot had to come up right away. So Frankie got back in gear, and I never had Frankie in the booth before. And I was doing a stream. I think it was in Steinway, one of the pool rooms, and Frankie was me and Tony were in the booth, Robles, and then Frank, come on. And I brought up that situation, and Frankie says, Al, let me just say this. All you guys that spotted me these crazy games, you could come in, the door is wide open. You can give me the same spot. He's back in gear now. They're not going to give me anything.
And he's not kidding.
No, he ain't kidding. Shoots jam up with a bunny.
He was always known to give these crazy spots that no one would think he was going to fade for this money. And man, like, give dudes the 6 and out that, you would never bet on it.
Yeah. You would bet the other way
And
anyway.
he'd win.
Robin won that. Boy, this is a
This is a
nail biter, huh?
grinder.
Yeah. I can't see without my glasses. The blind to grind. Look, I put 34. Sorry about that, folks.
It might as
44.
well be 34, man.
But, yeah, Frankie said, you guys can come back. Give me the same spot.
Oh yeah, no. If he is like playing and he's got some time in and he's listen, they're not gonna give up a ton, and if they give the breaks, it's tough with him.
I used to sit there a lot and watch him and Dennis Bilella, playing cheap, 20 a rack or whatever it was, 10 a rack, just before the tournament would start. And they used to get there a couple hours early, and I tell you, both of them going back and forth.
He owned the Silver Q, right?
Yeah, he owned a couple of rooms, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the Silver Cube. I think he owned a couple of rooms up there in Pennsylvania.
In like Newington. No,
Yeah,
it was in upstate New York, wasn't
yeah,
it?
around Hawks Necks,
Yeah,
up in that area.
yep.
Yeah.
Newburgh.
No. Newburgh is right
I
up
thought
the,
it was
That's
Newburgh.
Dave Pinkston's room, Pinky's room in Newburgh. Gallery Billiards.
Man, I almost think Dennis Bilella owned a pool room in Newburgh, man.
Did he really?
I almost think he did.
Well, we got a very
We got to get
smart
on the wire
comment.
here, man.
Yeah, they'll post it. I think he had a couple of rooms above Hawks Nest up there by the Gap, Delaware Water Gap, where they filmed the BMW commercial doing the snake drive.
Yeah. It's near the.
Should be 5-4. Daniel leads. Thank you for keeping an eye on me.
Yeah, we're horsing around over here on the job, Al.
Listen, this is a extra bonus match.
You're right.
Thank you. Remember Joe Savoni. Joe Savoni. Where was he from, Ronnie? If I'm saying his name right. Savoni, Cervoni. Did you know Joe Savoni?
You know what? I don't. Joseph.
Where was he from, Ronnie?
Was he from Brooklyn? Because there's a guy, Joe, from Brooklyn that's around here now. Older fella that plays pretty sporty. And he goes to Eddie Locke's room. But I'm not sure if this is the same guy.
Could be. We'll find out in a second. Ronnie will bring it up. He had a pool room in Newburgh, New York.
Newburgh. Okay, maybe that's what I'm confusing.
Now, are you talking about Dennis Bellella having a pool room in Newburgh, or are you talking about this Joe Savoni? He might be answering the question because there's a lag, you know. But after Cicero Murphy got out of Dodge, then all of a sudden they wanted to gamble a lot with, what's his name? Jeez. Earl. Earl
Herring.
Earl
Yeah,
Herring.
he's still playing too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Another gentleman.
One thing about that guy, you can go up that way and get like some 25, 50. You can get action like that all day over there with him. I don't know
all
about
went
now.
hunting for him.
Oh yeah, I know.
Alan Hopkins sent in
Yeah.
Rempe, sent in Siegel after him. Earl Herring and we talked for a little while. Actually, it was a snowstorm. I went to Turning Stone to gamble, but this was not during the tournament. And Earl happened to be there with his wife, and he told me all of them came hunting for him. Alan Hopkins used to steer everybody to him.
I'm sure. You know, that's a tough mark, though, that guy. You got to be a good player to beat that guy. So.
Oh, Joe, he's talking about Joe used to own a pool room in Newburgh. Joe Savoni. Don't remember him.
I know one thing. There was a guy that he was originally from Waterbury. They call him the Water Dog, Donnie Edwards.
Donnie.
And
I
man,
only knew one.
Al. He
Wasn't
can play,
the guy
man.
in Chelsea Water?
Yes, but he was from Waterbury.
Water Buffalo, we called them.
Yeah, but he was from Waterbury, Connecticut, I believe.
That's where he.
Originally. But you
okay.
would see him in Chelsea's all the time. And his name was Donnie Edwards, but they called him the Water Dog or Buffalo Bill. Never worked and never will. He had a shirt that said that, man.
And you didn't want to bet against him
No,
either.
listen, this guy
When he was right.
for $1, he'd play you a game of snooker, man, and play a perfect game.
Gypsy had a heart the size of 10 buffaloes. I can't tell you how many people he helped out. And I remember going there, and he was broke. Buffalo was broke. Water Dog was broke. Gypsy said, "Here, go work. Go get yourself right and
He
go
was
to work."
good like that, yeah.
Gypsy was really good like that.
You know he went around the corner, though, and got himself a little bag,
Yeah,
and he
I
went
know.
and played someone, man.
He had to get it right.
Yeah,
He said,
man.
"Here's to get you right, and
That's
here's to get you to work."
Yeah, man. That place had some characters.
It's a beautiful room in Newburgh. Joe had big tournaments.
He did. You know what? I this is why this.
I played Jimmy Matz there, yeah?
Yep. I knew that there was always a room in Newburgh that was hopping, you know, back.
I don't remember the pool room in Newburgh. The only one I ever knew was Pinky's room.
I went to a tournament. It was called the BC Open in Binghamton, I think it was in. Is there a Binghamton?
Binghamton, New York. You got Paul Marty's room.
You ever
up
hear
there.
of the BC Open? This was back in the 80s. There was a tournament called the BC Open.
The Binghamton
Something
Classic
open,
or something?
I guess, man. I'm going back too far.
Hey, you still play three cushions? I throw my stick around. I'm not anything good like I used to play, but I do. I just throw my stick on the table and I make a three-cushion billiard. Let's see. You were pretty good on those tables in the Golden Q. Who am I talking? Who is this talking to me, man? You guys make up these accounts with these names, and I don't know who I'm talking. who I'm thinking about or who it is. Silver. Silver. Are you buying Silver? Or is that your name, Silver? Because I don't remember a Silver from the Golden Cue.
Oh, you're talking about Norman Silverlake. There was a guy named Norman Silverlake from Connecticut, and he was a hell of a straight pool player, man. I wonder if that's who they're talking about.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. We're getting an echo. Thank you, Bobby Hilton. 5-5, Bobby said. Don't mind us, folks. We're shooting the breeze over here because the match is a little more deliberate match. It's not like a 15-minute match like Jason, so we're trying to talk.
No, you know what,
You don't
Silver?
know me in person.
It's not the same. This guy has passed away already. I'm talking about a guy from 30 years ago.
I remember Larry Silverman
No, this guy was Norman Silverlake was his name, okay?
that played three-cushion billiards. Larry
No, this guy
Silverman.
played straight pool. This guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I got this on, and
Yeah, I tell you, I can hear the echo.
oh, man.
Because of the lag. That's cool. We're giving everybody a refund for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? Just wait by the mailbox, man. We got you.
This is a good match, says Bobby Hilton. And now Dan trying to slow Rob down by taking bathroom break. Well, it's been a long night. I don't know if Daniel will move like that. I mean, if you got to go, you got to go. But I don't know. You could be right.
They wouldn't do that to Bob.
I don't know. Justin Bergman from St. Louis playing in this tournament. Justin Bergman is not here. In fact, I felt real bad for Justin. He didn't make the Moscone. He tested positive with COVID.
Listen, that dude won't come 3 feet near this place, I don't think, man.
Yeah.
If he does, he's going to have to play Jason some.
Well, it's only fair. Jason actually put it out there. You can come to my room and play. Because last time Jason went down there, and he played in the room, Justin's room. So it was only fair that Justin come up here.
I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure if anyone came here, they'll just get the wheelbarrow out of the back, man, and wheel it out and say, come on.
Got that right, especially on that. He's got a diamond up there at the front he loves.
Oh, yeah, man. Listen.
Tommy Norman. What are you guys? Tommy. Norman Minicelli. There's a name coming at you again.
Let me see.
Bobby Hunt's telling you. Norman Minicelli. I could be butchering
Is it Norman Silverlake? Where are you, man?
on the hunt. Bobby's account. Who's the Shane playing next? I don't know. I don't have the brackets. The brackets are on the other side of the room.
He's playing bed springs, man. He's going to sleep.
There you go. You were always in action. Nick the Kid and Herbalino played some crazy matches there too. You're talking about the Golden Cue, sir. Boy, you're going back a long time. Nick the Kid.
That's
He's
Nicky
talking-
Schulman,
he's
right?
talking about Nicky Schulman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Johnny must have been hanging out there too, getting good games. Sometime must have been real good. Let me tell you, he could shoot.
Oh, yeah, Johnny. He tried to give me the 7 one time. He came to the pool room with blood in the Bridgeport pool room. And Ralph made the game. I didn't want to play at all, but he made the game. And he
Back
said,
in the day, he was a killer.
He said, you can't give this kid the 7. I was like 18. I got like 14 games ahead of him in about an hour, right? And you know how he
you
had
wanna
that
beat him?
raspy, smoky voice.
How
man.
you doing?
He's like,
You come to New York, you can bring the whole Connecticut's money.
He tells some
he
funny
was so
stories. though.
heated. Oh, yeah, Johnny, listen.
Did you wind up beating him, or
I did. And he stuck Ralph for the last game, the last,
He shot the
last
air
barrel.
barrel.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
like Ralph would worry about it.
No.
What's the name of pool in Newburgh? Gallery Billiards, Dave Pinkston's room. If that's the one you're talking, I don't know, you know, because there's a lag in the comments, folks. So just trying to answer you. Spend some time. A poker player now. Yeah, Nick Schulman. You're talking about. Yeah. Last time I spoke to him, he was in Derby City, and he was doing commentary and some kind of match down there.
So we got 5-5 over here.
Yeah. Okay, Billy. Almost. Rocky McElroy had a pool room on 9W years ago, told.
That dude owns a pool room in Florida, right?
I don't know, Mikey.
Doesn't he own
Mikey.
Capone's Billiards, that guy?
Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd seen him in Chattanooga Billiard Club. Is that his real name?
I don't, you know what? I've been out of this.
Rocky
I'm going
McElroy?
off.
I never knew Rocky's last name. Can you update who is still in the winners on the winners side and still in? Bobby, when I shut this down, I have the guy shut this down. I'll go back there and I'll snap a picture and I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on my page. I don't know if that's Rocky. If that's Rocky's last name, then yeah, he owns Capone's.
Yes, sir.
He's another one told a bunch of stories when we were down there.
Oh, God, yeah.
He does own Capone's in Spring Hill, Florida.
Yeah, Rodney and Robbie used to play out of there back a few years back.
Siegel used to practically live there, too.
Yep.
I met yeah.
He was another one that Rodney.
You want a water or something?
Rodney, when Rodney was the Rodney that I remember when he would come around with peg leg.
That was his backer, right?
Yeah, man. He owned a pool room in Tom's River, and he would keep his money in his prosthetic leg. He'd pop his leg off, and he'd have the leg filled with money. But he never had to go to that leg with Rodney, man, because that guy didn't miss too much.
Yeah.
Okay? Shit, he still don't miss, probably.
Yeah, he's old. We know you're listening in.
Listen, he gave me a good old beating. But Ralph, again, was part of that one. I said, listen, why do we want to mess with this guy, man? He don't miss for 3 days. But he just wanted to pay to see it, Ralph.
And a nice gear, too.
Oh, God, man. I played him on a freshly clothed bucket about 3 balls wide. That was a bad mistake. Races to 6. Yeah, we paid him 4 sets before I even played.
I remember, I always tell that story about Shorty, Tommy D'Alfonso, when they matched up in Sal Bev's room. I think it was a Josh tour. And Rodney, you know, it's in the open. Rodney let everybody know that what he went through in his life. So Rodney had just got out, and he wanted to get seasoned up. So he was back on the road playing in tournaments, and he come out of one of the back rooms of Sal Bev's place right past me. He said, man, that kid's on fire. Tommy D'Alfonso beat him 9-0.
Yeah. I watched that kid come up too, man. Left-handed, quiet, don't say nothing but run out.
If he would have had the right backer, I think he would have been more than, you know, he would have been more seasoned and gotten these big tournaments. That's what it's all about. You could play in local events and you could gamble with the same people. You ain't going to get any better. You got to get out there and gamble with the big guns.
Absolutely. Iron sharpens iron, man. And that's
Got that
just a
right.
bottom line. And, you know, until you see one of these top killers, you don't know that exists until you see it.
Yeah.
And then once you see it, it puts everything in perspective.
Absolutely. I take example like Lucas Varna. You know, I think he's going in the right direction. You know, Mark Wilson and all the guys helping him out and keeping him honest. You know, and I really think that he needs a sponsor that can send him to these Kuwait Opens and all this when things break open.
I'm sure he'll get it. You know what? If he keeps on this path, you know what? You know, I hear that he was in some action in here not too long ago.
Yeah, I heard.
And I'm impressed because he's playing people for a good amount, and he's playing in front of, you know, Jay and all these other people. And for a young guy, I remember how pressuring it was, you know, when the good players were standing around and watching me. But it doesn't seem to affect him.
Knowing they got money on you and stuff.
And
sure.
that's what's, you know, people should pay attention to. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a pretty good way to keep your sanity. And it's probably just a natural way because of all the training that he's been doing.
Well, yeah, I mean.
So Dagotdot wins another one at 6-5. We're getting ever so close.
Yeah, Rob gave him that one. Definitely. And he knows it. But it's late, man.
Yeah, it is. You can make a mental error.
You know, like both of these guys are missing balls that I know for sure they're out. But this is a tough spot to be in right now. Last, you know, one of the last matches. Whoever's left, all eyes are on you.
Yeah. Owned. What is this? Rocky and Ray Martin on the pool room in New York years ago. Rocky and Ray Martin. Oh, Rocky and Ray Martin owned a pool room in New York years ago. Oh, is that right?
Hey, I run into another guy one time in Lee, Massachusetts, in Pittsfield, I think, around that area where the Chicken Man used to play out of. Okay? Do you remember Billy Dunsmore, the Chicken Man?
No.
Listen, man.
The chicken.
No, yeah, he can play.
Did he
Maybe
sell
a straight
chickens?
pool. No, he just kind of.
Did he deliver
I
chickens?
can't say he allegedly maybe looked like a chicken.
Okay.
But listen, he can play, man. He was a good straight pool player and a solid, you know.
Chicken Man.
Oh yeah, Billy Dunsmore is his name, and he lives in Florida now, and he makes cues. But he still plays. I think he's, you know, close to 80 maybe. But I used to go up there, right?
Right, I'm with you.
And there was a guy named Blackie, New York Blackie.
That, yes.
Okay.
That I know, yes.
You heard of him?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So many characters, you know.
Yeah, who's in the booth? That's Tommy Seminaro Jr. Lucas already out of this tournament. I have no clue. Yeah, New York Blackie. There was remember Black Dave?
Davey, yeah, he can play, man. He was from Carolinas, but he was like missing his two front teeth, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He
That
can
was one
play.
of Larry Ross's boys right there too.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he was tough.
Dennis Spears still shooting. In fact, he was in this tournament. I believe Ed Ladawi put him in this tournament, unless he had to cancel out. But he was on the initial list. Dennis Spears.
Look at this. Was that a good hit? That was the ball. Wow, that was a nice
We're
hit.
not
You
getting
didn't get any
involved.
reward though. I'll tell you that for that hit. My God.
If Daniel didn't call the 2-ball frozen, that's pretty tough to call from here, you know.
Oh yeah, especially when he's going at it with that speed.
We don't
You
know if
know.
it went back to the rail or not.
He's going to use inside English and just come straight back to the same rail he's at. Bloop.
That 6 go past that 9?
Tough to see here.
I guess it don't, because he's trying to look at it.
No, I don't think so.
Well, he can get underneath it, the short side, and play it down the corner.
And if he overshoots the shot, he can play it in the side, too.
Yeah, he's going up on top of
See,
the short side.
he got 3 pockets he was going for here.
And now I think he might have 0.
Well, no, he's got the corner. He's just going to have to come with it. This is what I call a blood test.
He might be stuck to that 9 ball.
Nah.
Huh?
He just got a blood test. This might as well be shooting the 9 ball right here, Al.
This is really a blood test.
Oh, yeah, man. Look. Tight table, straight in. Oh, he's looking at the side.
Yeah, because he might be a little bit frozen or too close.
You know what it is, man. He's protecting the stone is what he's doing, Al.
And you want to, you know what I want to mention too. I noticed from this camera angle, normally on a table you'll have 4-inch corners and 4.5-inch sides. Notice these size pockets.
I know.
They look like they're 4 inches.
They did a good job closing them up, I'll tell you that.
That's our man Johnny.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, what a shot. If they don't know what they're doing, they can really make a mistake on the tight, making the tight pockets.
Yeah.
Al, he may play this ball on the side the way he was cueing his cue on that table. No, he's going straight up. He's going
to spin this
But
rock.
where he was pointing, he's coming way out with this cue ball. Yeah.
I thought he was going to go all the way around the 10.
I'll tell you what. This is no walk in the
Yeah.
park on this table, man.
Do you
He's
spin
gotta
the 3 rails?
He's got to go all full-length table here.
That's where he's going to spin the 3.
See, here's the thing, man. Spinning the ball on this table is a death sentence.
Yeah.
I think he should just cinch this ball, man, maybe. Who knows?
Come back by the side.
It's too late, man. My brain isn't firing
He's going to
proper.
go 3 rails.
Is he?
I think he has to.
He is. He's following it.
He's trying to get by the chalk there, folks, on the right long rail.
Oh, he hit it good. He hit it good.
Shot.
Boy, Rob's going to be upset after missing that ball in the last rack.
This will put Daniel Dagotdot on the hill.
It was a big ball. Hey, you hear that noise, Al? When that noise comes on, that's the LRAD. That's the sound weapon. When they want everyone out, they play that humming noise.
I hear it.
You hear it?
Yeah.
It's the Death Star.
What is that?
I have no idea, man. Some kind of sound weapon.
Sounds like an alarm.
It's a vacuum, maybe.
Really?
I don't know.
I think it's that weapon.
It's an LRAD.
From the satellite.
Yep.
They're hitting us with it.
Dog. Believe me, there it is. It's Jason's spaceship, man. He's really from another planet, man. He's taking off and going home for the night.
Yeah, not kidding. He deserves it, too. All right, there you go with that side.
Listen, is that him fucking I'm sorry, is that him vacuuming?
No,
Because if he's vacuuming, you never know.
Oh, yeah, they're probably vacuuming the rugs.
No, but I'm just saying the guy just vacuum, then he stops. He like runs 7 and 8, and then It is him. Holy cow, man. It is. Up on the top bar up there.
I'm not buying that kind of vacuum.
Yo, that's Shark. It's called Shark.
Shark vacuum.
Yo. Going up. Well, Robert, you got one more chance, brother. Oh, you know what? That ball didn't go, Al. It's really, from this angle, it's tough to see the frozen balls.
Yeah, yeah. I could zoom in on this table real tight. I could real tight. Like tomorrow, I can pull it in. But I like giving the people at home some
Space, like
they
so
might be of some player on the
Right.
back table that they know.
No, I got you.
But I could zoom in.
You're sharing the wealth, brother.
Well, if one of your kin folks or somebody, it's nice to see them.
You're right.
They might be in another country. They might be in another state where they just
Absolutely.
can't get up here, or COVID, or whatever the case may be.
Hey.
And they get to see their cousin.
Let them enjoy the experience.
Nice bank. It's kind of on the wrong side of this 2-ball here, though. 3 balls on the right long rail. Got to go to the rail and back out, I guess. The side pocket's huge.
It's a good shot.
Nice shot.
Ooh, got a little Jackie here.
Second story, man.
But he's got a little space, though. He's not completely jacked up. He can still
Full ball's
put
the key.
English on it.
4 ball's the key.
Yeah.
Instead of 4 ball, he's out.
I don't
Should
think
be
you got
over.
to do much. But just pinch it.
Little punch.
Yep. Man.
Now you want to just pinch and hold this.
That's it, man. Just float it right out.
This is a road map. Look at this.
No, I know.
Stop.
Something really bad has to happen
6
here
ball.
for this dude not to be out. Like Jason puts that sound weapon on. That's the only thing that's going to get him.
Yeah, he's probably got earplugs in.
Vacuum.
I remember when Shane first initially started playing on the circuit. Since he had the hearing aids in, he could turn people off. All the pool players were walking around with earplugs after that.
You know what? He created a little trick box here.
Kind of straight in on us.
Well, it's a little funny.
Do you go 2 rails and stay to the inside of that 10?
You just pop
Punch
it to
it?
the side rail, man, with a little bottom.
Don't put it that
bottom
hard.
right. Just punch it over, pop,
Nice
like
shot.
that.
Nice
But
shot.
see, look, he's almost got a similar shot here. There's a little more angle, but the distance.
And that's that corner pocket that a lot of players are having fun with.
Yes, he's pulling this one back.
Same shot you just saw.
Oh, he hit
Nice
it good.
shot. Boy,
He's
getting-
got the same angle every time, like
funny.
that, like
Getting funny on all of them.
where you.
Does Rob shake his hand? Nope.
Oh, no, he's got to get this money here.
Okay.
Ooh, he made it, but he did had a little hitch in, like a little.
Split the pocket.
Yeah.